If you want to grow faster on TikTok in 2024, you need to make sure that you're stealing the 4-step strategy I'm going to be sharing with you in this video, because it's going to make it way easier for you to grow on TikTok. And it doesn't matter whether or not you do or don't know how to edit, whether you're a beginner or an expert, or whether you have no idea what you're doing on TikTok or you think you have some kind of idea. This 4-step strategy is going to make it way easier for you to grow. In fact, this creator just implemented it and gained over 200,000 followers in just 30 days after struggling to grow. And this creator used it to gain over 600,000 followers. And the same thing can happen to you if you simply implement this 4-step strategy. Step number 1 is you need to make sure that there's something in the first 3 seconds of the video that actually hooks the viewer in. And you probably think that you're doing this right now, but I can almost guarantee that you're not, because if you were truly doing this the right way, you wouldn't be watching this video. And in order to break this down as easily as humanly possible, I literally want to give you 3 amazing hooks right now. The first hook I want to highlight is what they're doing in this video right here, which is how the Barbie vinyl record is made. Now this works because 1, Barbie vinyl record is something that's trending right now, and 2, it's showing you how it's made. Another thing to note is that this video is over 1 minute long, and more than 50% of videos that are getting views on TikTok right now are over 1 minute long. The second clip I want to show you is this one right here, and this one got 89 million views, and the way he was able to get 89 million views is doing 2 things. 1, putting in the description right here, the last one made was the craziest dunk ever, which makes you continue to watch the video all the way through to the end. And the other thing is there is immediate action. As you can see, if I begin to play this video right here, he starts off running at somebody, about to throw a basketball at them on the street. Guess what? This captures people's attention because it's crazy and it looks different than everything else that's showing up on the For You page. Now, I'm not telling you to go outside and start throwing basketballs at people. What I am telling you is that you need to have something that actually sticks out. In addition to that, he put rating stranger shots up here with the basketball emoji, which makes it really easy for anybody to be able to understand this. And the next one is what Healthy Emmy did right here. She put what people think weight loss looks like, which again is going to actually capture somebody's attention because it makes them think, wait, do I think that this thing is wrong? So essentially what you want to do is take the opposite view of what somebody else is doing. You want to make sure that your video starts off with something crazy like this, or you need to hop on the trend of something that's really popular right now and show how it's made, or show the behind the scenes, or show what they want to actually show you. And one of the easiest ways to do this is just like this, using the green screen with something really popular. Now, the reason that the first 3 seconds actually matter so much and why these hooks are so powerful and you need to implement them into your content is because if you're not getting at least 70% of people to watch the first 3 seconds of your TikTok, TikTok is not going to push out your content. You heard that right. It's literally going to be dead in its tracks. And to prove this to you, I want you to try an experiment. I want you to upload the same thing on TikTok 3 times. Have it be basically the same video, the same length, on the same topic, but I want you to change the first 3 seconds of the video. And I bet that you actually get drastically different results each time you do that. And the reason for that is because one of those 3 hooks is going to be better than the rest of them, and that one is going to retain the most people in the first 3 seconds, and that's what's going to get you the most views. Step number 2, if you want to grow on TikTok easier than ever before, is you need to be ranking for search. This really wasn't a thing in 2023, but now it's a massive thing in 2024 because more than 50% of people under the age of 35 are coming to TikTok to search for things instead of going to Google or going to YouTube. So guess what? If you could get your video to rank, then your ideal customer or your ideal audience is going to be doing searching for things. They're going to find your content. They're going to think you're great, you're incredibly valuable, and it's going to lead to them following you or buying whatever you're selling. And there are 3 ways for you to do this. 1, you need to write the right description within your post. 2, you need to be using the right hashtags. And 3, you need feedback on whether or not you're actually ranking for search, because right now, I bet you're uploading content not realizing whether or not you're getting views from search, so you don't actually know what you need to change in order to get those views from search. Lucky for you, today's video sponsor Metricool makes this incredibly easy. They're literally going to tell you what hashtags are popular and where your traffic is coming from on your videos so you could determine whether or not it comes from search. Because if you want to grow quicker on TikTok, I strongly suggest you go to the pinned comment below right now and register for any of their premium plans with code ROBERT, and you're going to get 30 days free access. In order to find the best hashtags used to rank for search, you can use their hashtag search engine to find hashtags that are relevant to the content that you're creating and see how often they're used based off of the volume. This also allows you to really easily just add those hashtags right into your post. On top of that, they also have a text generator assistant, which allows you to use AI to write the perfect description for your post, which will make it really easy for you to actually create a description that's going to help you rank quicker on TikTok for search. Finally, Metricool allows you to see how many of your views on TikTok are coming from the Discover page after somebody does a search, and this is going to allow you to better optimize your content for search so that you can start to rank and get more views. So what are you waiting for? Go to that pinned comment below right now and register for 30 days free access to any of their premium plans with code ROBERT. It's gonna help you grow quicker on TikTok, get more followers, and make more money from TikTok. But I will warn you, you can do everything right that I just shared with you in this video, but if you skip these next two things, it's going to be the reason that you're not getting the followers, the growth, or you're not able to monetize your TikTok like you want to right now in 2024, because you need to change the hashtags that you're using. And one other thing I'm gonna share with you towards the end of this video. Now, when it comes to the best hashtags to be using right now, there are 4 strategies you need to make sure that you're implementing. And remember, you need to make sure that you're only using hashtags that are relevant, you're only using hashtags that are large, and that you're not putting hashtags anywhere except for at the end of your description. And please do not use more hashtags than what I'm about to share with you, because then it's going to look to TikTok like spam and you're not going to get the views that you want. The first best hashtag strategy to be using is 9 to 10 hashtags, with 2 to 3 of them being broad. The second is 12 to 15 hashtags, again, 2 to 3 of them being broad. The third, 6 to 7 hashtags, again, 2 to 3 of them broad. And then the final hashtag strategy you need to be implementing are going to be 2 to 3 hashtags, with all 2 or 3 of them being niche specific. Niche specific hashtags are going to be the things that are specific to that post. Broad hashtags are going to be things like hashtag FYP, hashtag For You page, hashtag trending, hashtag viral. Now this brings me to by far the most important thing that you could do right now if you want to grow quicker on TikTok, and that's that you need to have an understanding of exactly what your audience is engaging with on TikTok. And there are 3 ways for you to do this. The first one is you need to actually make a list of the competitors that you have on TikTok and make sure that you're constantly checking their pages to see what kind of content is working for them. It doesn't mean that you need to steal that piece of content, but it does mean that you should do your own take on that topic, because clearly your audience wants to interact with it. I would also be looking at the format that they're choosing and the length that they're choosing, but that's not the only way to do this. The second thing that you could do is actually log on to TikTok on a desktop mobile app and go to Explore, and then guess what's going to happen? You're going to get a bunch of different categories of posts that you can look at and be able to determine what the trending content is for your niche. And then the third thing that you could do is go and do a search for something on TikTok, scroll down a little bit, and it is going to show you other related searches, and all 3 of these are going to allow you to determine exactly what type of content your audience is interested in right now, so that you can make sure that you're talking about those topics. Because if you're not talking about those topics, TikTok's gonna think your content isn't trending, and this is why they're not giving you the views that you want to right now on TikTok. Or maybe you're posting at the wrong time, in which case I'd strongly suggest you check out this video right here that tells you the best time to post on TikTok in 2024, because the best times to post have recently changed.